Alright, good morning guys, bit of a late morning. Hopefully we get plenty done today because we're on the final 10 days. "10 days ain't gonna do it. I don't think we're gonna make it. We really don't. We've got gas, electric, water tanks here, a shower to do, kitchen to do, bed to make, there's flooring to do, there's sand in the roof. 10 days? You're kidding me, man. Kidding me. Yeah, let's see what we can get done, eh? See what we can get done. We've got the final piece beaten into shape. But before I make the second one, I was going to make these both at the same time. But test. This is a bit like cut once and measure twice. I'm going to go and check this under the van before I make another one. So what I'm going to do is mark this under here, and then I can measure that and take that off from the top. So now you've got the idea. I'm just going to make the other bracket, put this one down, try again. Water pipe is going to be coming up. I'll show you again. So it's going to go from that X there, and it's going to come across here and up here. Marked out on the ground where that big box section is underneath in the chassis, where there's a big void. Mark that out on the floor. Marked out where the gas bottle will fit, and I need to put this tank connector into there. So, wish me luck. Didn't want to be doing this just now. I knew I was going to be making a gas cabinet at some point, but it seems that I'm having to make it now, so that I know exactly where to drill the hole in the side of the van and in the floor of the van. So we've got an idea of what's going on. It looks like I'm going to be making this. So put you guys down and we'll build a gas cabinet. I'm not sure if you'll follow this to my regulations, but it would appear that all you have to do is build a cabinet out of anything, silicone it up and put a vent in there. So that's all we're going to do. Couple of screws in this. I'm going to pre-drill it as always, then I'm going to screw in. But first we really need to get this ceiling sanded so I can carry on building while my father puts on the stain. Alright guys, so as you can see, we've been here sanding all night. Decided to get it done. Shoulders are burning. That was a killer. When we first put it up, we thought it was going to be alright. The first two pieces were actually okay. There seems to be one or two that are a bit redder than the others. So when we stay in it, we'll just see what happens. Hopefully it looks good. We'll clean it up and give it a wipe down tomorrow. So don't want to be doing that. I'll be honest, sand your boards before you put them up. My dad's gone now. Set him off with some food and see you guys in a bit. Right, good morning, nearly good afternoon in fact. Hold on, you've got all the sawdust on you from yesterday. That'd be a bit better. Sorry if it's a not very clean lens. Wow, that killed us. My dad rang me up this morning saying his shoulders are on fire, and I'm not surprised, mine are. And, you know, I'm a lot taller, so I weren't having to hold it so high. That killed us. If you're going to sand, well, if you're going to do wood on your roof, I suggest that you sand it before it goes up. Gas cupboard sorted out. We're going to get the water sorted out in that same area. Father's just turned up. I'm going to make a brew. I make a plan. Speak to you soon. So I don't think it can go directly underneath the gas bottle. I could be wrong, but it seems a bit crazy to me, even though there is a big void underneath there. So, get our gas bottle back in. Any tighter than it is now will actually just make it very, very hard work to change the bottle or do anything. There's got to be gas regulator in here, valves, etc. So, don't make it too small.
To be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to the morning. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game.
You probably won't believe that I actually did cut that with the Makita thing. I just went for it very, very rough. Right, now then, let's have a look at where that popped out. Hopefully, that has come out in an area where... Where's my vent gone? Yeah, sorry guys. Let's have a look. Oh no. Right, there's the big hole. Look right? Obviously it doesn't fit that way. You stay there. Alright, so a little bit of silicone around that. Like I say, it's turning into a silicone box, but that is done, dusted, siliconed in. I need to drill a couple of holes actually. Let's have a look. How many times can I bang my head on the door today? Right, so obviously it needs cleaning out. But looks nice and neat. Couple of screws I'll probably put in like that to avoid anywhere near the gas bottle. So I'm going to clear this box out and silicone that into place. So there are a couple more things that I need to do in here, and that would be to protect the bare metal that's down there, so that needs some treatment and paint going on it, and then there's a whole cabinet that needs siliconing up. But it's the right idea. Only problem is I've now got to cut a hole for that water. Then cutting holes, hopefully this weather can hold out. So much insulation in this van, this is the problem. So, with the insulation coming out like that, it's pretty much impossible for me to send a pilot drill all the way through and see where it's coming out on the inside. I thought this might happen, which is why I was hoping for a dry day, so that if there was any problems I'd get a bit longer. But, as always, the clock's ticking, the rain's going to come back. Got a little hole in the van to cover up the tape, but we've got to now finish this job. as well, even though it's raining. It's covered up and I used a hairdryer to... Anyway. What I'm actually going to do is... Where's my inlet? So I've got this. What I need to do is just put this central, mark to the side. Side of this. Somewhere in the middle. So we'll start small and go bigger and bigger. Hopefully, that's the plan. Right, at least it's waterproof again for tonight. That's all that matters. But I probably will carry on putting the water pipe and everything on the inside and plumbing it up actually, I think. So, yeah, maybe a coffee now. See if this rain passes and, well, it doesn't really matter because the hard work's done on the outside. Oh, it does close properly. Thank God for that. So we're back in the van and we've got that screwed up on the outside. Unfortunately, from my van, which is a similar setup to this, I've actually got a little bit of pipe left over from mine. It's still a little bit too long, but if you imagine pulling on this that way or that way, it's going to tilt the outside piece. So you don't want to be doing that either. So if anything, you want to have a slight downwards pull so that the top is being really pulled in rather than the top being pulled out, because if the top is pulled out, that's more likely to let rain in. So if anything, we want to pull it down, which makes the bottom of the pipe go in. So if anything, we want this to be further in than to be further out, if that makes sense. Now we're going to try and get this done tonight so that the water system is actually set up in place. Well, the inlet is anyway. Right, well, we eventually got through it, and yep, that is pretty hot. Yep, that's gotten warm. So it's not the worst hole ever, but as you can see, it's actually on 2 different levels here. So it's actually had a couple of coats now. That it should be plenty suffice. Give it a couple of minutes to dry and I'll throw the pipe up. This won't be the true fitting because I'll probably have to slicken everything up all at once. Who knows, this might actually work. So we'll go outside and take a couple of walks on the way home. Alright, so as you can see, I've just got pipe hanging out of here. But underneath here, sorry for the bad filming, we've now got it connected on just like so. And then we're going to actually tie wrap it up onto, not tie wrap it, P-clip it up onto there. I'll show you quickly what's going to happen, but the camera's about to die of battery. All I'm going to do put this to about here, get that on there, get a breather on it. Yeah, nice and easy. I can pull it out, work on it, push it in. That's why I've just pushed it as far out as possible, so when I push it in, it's not loads of excess. With the weather making painting difficult at my place, and me wanting to get the lights wired up inside, I send Paps home with the gas cabinet and fish and chips. Alright, so where would you put your switches? It's a good job I had a look, because I was going to put them right near the top. Up here somewhere. I'm thinking lower down might be better. Sat down here. Aesthetically, it would probably be better to go across the way like that, but I can't do that because here there is nothing, so I just have wires coming out of here. Okay, so I think we've no choice but to go boom boom with the switches. Right, fingers crossed this works, but I can't see anything. Whoa! Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? That light is so much better than the really bluey, white, non-daylight yellow. These are better. Much better. Alright, wow. I wish I could keep the other lights on, but see, that is horrible. I have to hold that fuse to the battery to make it work. I should probably disconnect that soon. Test complete, that'll do. I'm calling it quits for tonight. I'm pretty tired. I want some food and go to bed. See you guys tomorrow. Alright, so if you start again on that one. Alright guys, so as you've just seen, if we can get out again, onto the door. Oh, how did that not hurt?